the repeated use of electronic communications to harass or frighten someone, cyber stalking. Under the Malicious Communications Act, it is an offence to send someone any sort of threatening communication. And under the Protection of Harassment Act, any course of conduct that causes another individual to fear harm or violence is a criminal offence. More than 500,000 British people have fallen victim to cyber stalkers. Facebook and MySpace users are easy targets, with 54% of their users detailing information within their profiles. You have Facebook?
Yes, I do.
And how many friends would you say you have on Facebook?
I'm a fairly popular guy.
Around 600.
I think 1,000 or 800, I don't know.
800? I have around 500 friends.
About 687.
Just under 1,000.
You have people on Facebook that you don't personally know?
Not at all.
If anyone has a mutual friend with me, I tend to more accept them.
I think back then, yeah, but now, nah.
Someone adds me and I don't know them. Sometimes I'll message them depending on who they are. But if I can't be bothered, I'll just accept them.
Okay. So you could possibly have people on your Facebook that you don't even know exist in reality or not?
Yeah, definitely.
I would find it dodgy if someone was trying to add me and they had no friends at all.
I only accept people that I know, but not anyone that I've never seen before.
Is your Facebook profile private or?
Yeah, it's on private.
Private. Private.
It's only open to my friends and my friends' friends.
How many people would you say are blocked on your Facebook?
Yeah, I've blocked a few people. I've probably got about 10 people blocked on my Facebook.
I've got about 34 people on my block list.
Really?
Yeah.
So you're trying to get rid of a lot of people?
No, I'm trying to hide from a lot of people.
Have you ever felt threatened on Facebook?
Not really. I never felt threatened.
No.
No, it feels fine.
No, it just depends on how you use it.
I feel safe on Facebook because I don't meet strangers.
Only add people that you know and you've sort of spoken to. Otherwise, don't accept anyone that you don't know.
I'd say change your privacy settings.
Statistics show 75% of victims had never reported being cyberstalked because of uncertainty over whether it is actually a crime. Research continues to show that around 30% of victims fear that the police would not take them seriously.
Please just listen to me and let me be nice. We need to talk face to face.
The videos are disturbing and terrifying.
That's a very, very unwise decision. It's up to you now. Save your own life.
Patrick Mashoni posted dozens of threatening tirades on YouTube.
You stupid, ungrateful piece of...
all directed at one woman.
In sickness and in health, until the day you die.
His obsession, former college student Kristen Pratt.
It stops you in your tracks. It just kills you emotionally.
For 3 years, Patrick Mashoni used social media as his weapon, cyber-stalking Pratt through YouTube. Messages like these: "I want to tie your wrists together. I'm going to follow you home from work." And tweets like this one: "It is up to you now to save your life. I have no options." Not to mention dozens of phone calls a day. Pratt worried for her life.
Makes you question the world around you, and it instills fear.
Would you check the shower? Would you check the closet when you
Oh
came
yeah,
home?
I would check all the time. I used to have dreams that he found out where I lived and broke into my house and waited till I went to sleep and would kill me.
In this video, you can see Mashoni videotaping himself in front of Pratt's work. She then drives by, not even knowing he's there. He chases her. Pratt was told outside of a restraining order there was little she could do until a police officer arrested Mashoni for prowling at another apartment complex.
Nearly 1 in 5 victims said the stalking was so upsetting that they stopped using their computers, and 16% complained of sleepless nights.
Graham, the mother of a 13-year-old student at Burgaw Middle School, filed a report saying there were more than 200 inappropriate text messages sent to her son by his math teacher, Megan Mantooth.
She made innuendos about if I saw you, you know, you would want me to use my mouth now, wouldn't you?
Graham says the over-the-phone relationship between teacher and student began June 9th. The teen gave his phone to his parents, and that's when they discovered the text messages.
She wanted to know if there was a way they could get together by themselves.
The phone number that the messages were sent from was the same number I called to reach Mantooth. She answered that number but refused to address the allegations.
She got to the point she wanted to know. She said she couldn't go another day without seeing him, and that she had to see him now. Her heart was beating 500 times a minute. She had to see him. I think she was developing a relationship with him.
Graham says if she let the communication between Mantooth and her son continue, she believes things might have become physical.
The survey of 2,353 adults showed that the most common forms of cyberstalking were abusive emails, 49%, defamation of character through websites and message boards, 37%, online stalking leading to text harassment and even harassment in person, 14%. A victim of cyberstalking was 17-year-old Sarah Malik, who lives in Kingston upon Thames, Surrey. I spoke to Sarah's mother about what she as a mother and Sarah as a teenager had gone through.
The first must have been when my daughter would always slam her laptop firmly whenever I, or anyone for that matter, would enter the room. She seemed moody, distant, and always daydreaming. She had completely changed overnight. As a mother, I knew this was not natural. She wasn't eating, ignoring everyone in the family whenever she possibly could. Then one day, cleaning her room, I saw her diary under her pillow. As a mother, I wouldn't have done what I did, but I felt like I was losing my daughter to something bigger. In a few seconds, I was invading her privacy. A lot of the entries were regular, dating back some 4 months. But then I read the last month and a half. All of my fears were confirmed to be justified, and for reasons I didn't expect. She'd been dealing with a cyber stalker, a bully, someone she did not know who was making her life a living hell. Within days, the messages went from worrying but harmless to outright abusive. He commented on her physical appearance always. My daughter was convinced he knew where she lived. He'd created forums and pages all about his hate for my daughter. Some of the entries in her diary, she said she hated herself, her looks, her life, and that he was right. The following pages were dark and sad for any mother to read about.
Sarah had spoken to friends about her stalker. Her friends joked perhaps it was a secret admirer, and staying in wouldn't do her any good.
I don't even know if it's a guy. Someone just keeps ringing me. They keep messaging me on Facebook.
It's just probably a secret admirer or something.
No, it's not. It's not an admirer at all. It's like they're watching me.
She was constantly receiving private Facebook messages. Sarah replied back, but not often. She wanted to know who it was sending her these messages. She was in constant fear.
I'll be watching you. You can't escape me.
Sarah's friends persuaded her to go out to their local town centre on the evening of Friday, the 25th of November. That evening, Sarah and her friends made their way home on foot after visiting the local cinema. A man in a grey hoodie was seen walking in the same direction. Sarah walked the rest of the way home alone, which should have taken her usual 15 minutes, making a shortcut through Fairfield Park. She was being followed not far behind.
Hello?
Sarah was left unconscious, laying on the ground. Sarah's story highlights the dangers of the internet and the cyber world.